All right, and welcome back for the episode of Carnivore Trades. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2024. If you're not done so already, please give the video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Still got the sale going on until the end of the month if you want to get in on that. Details are on my pinned tweet on Twitter. Anyways, I'm back here. So hopefully you guys didn't miss me too much. End of the video, if you want to check it out, I'll have some pictures and stuff I'm going to put up there. I'll talk a little bit about just kind of what went on. But I took some pictures and from the storm. But I'm here, so let's get back into the markets. And today they should have just left it closed. Honestly, it would have been nice to actually have a day off. I got my power back yesterday, internet back yesterday. So I didn't really even get a chance to relax here. But in any case, markets here had we had a pretty good thrust here in the morning, bidding up to about 583, 584 SPY. And then look at the volatility just dying down. Look at how tiny these little candles are. I mean, this is just, absolutely dead here. I think right now I'm doing the video a little late. It's 4:30. So this is including after hours, 35.5 million shares on SPY. That is it's really dead. They should have just closed the market or done a half day, do a 1:30 close or something like that. But with the bond market closed here, volume very light, participation low. I thought maybe we'd have just kind of a pause. We had a good rally Friday, even in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a good kind of ABC kind of chop, or not chop, but you know what I mean, like a up, sideways up. So I thought maybe we would just kind of back off, hangover day. But we rallied, and the bond market's closed, so there's nothing really stopping the market from going up. Especially when you have that light volume. Market's also waiting on earnings this week. I think we have Goldman tomorrow, and obviously bigger names, ASML on Wednesday. Netflix and TSM on Thursday. TSM reports before the open. Those are the big ones. There's a few others mixed in there too. I think Bank of America and Citi are also tomorrow as well. Alcoa is Wednesday. So getting some earnings here, and not a lot of economic data this week, but it is OPEX week too. So, I'm right now just a little neutral here, giving bulls the upside bias. We've had a nice base here. You see I put it in on the SPX. Nice base, and we broke out of it, so it's not surprising that we're going up. We went sideways for long enough, and that's what happens. You go sideways, you can release energy there. So we are going higher. But it is OPEX week, so just be aware that we can get some mean reversion at any time. They can come out here and pull the market around and push the market wherever they want it to go. It's worth noting. I'm just going to point it out. So fear, greed, it was at 77. It closed at 76 today. Is it perfect? No. It just gives you an idea of conditions. I did see put call hit a 0.44. I think it was as of Friday. That's really low. As of today, 0.56. That's still insanely low, like really low. I've seen this all over Twitter also, so take what you want with that. If I hadn't seen it at all and I was pointing it out myself and I didn't see anybody else, I would be a lot more concerned. It does feel like this is a pain trade. So with that said, just because I'm pointing these things out doesn't mean we can't just inch higher before getting some mean reversion. But I would, at this point, expect a hard slice at any given time. Like that can happen at any given time here, and there probably won't be enough buyers to absorb if it happens. So just be aware of that. It's not that the market's going to crash or anything, but when you have these big melt-ups, they can be met with sharp sells at any given time here. Where the first 2 or 3 supports intraday, get wiped out. Where would I get concerned here? What do we need? This is what we need to know. I'm going to say 57.50. If we don't hold 57.50 on a pullback, this thing has legs to the downside. Anything above that is fine. So that's all we really need to know right now. Next level is 5,900. Next level for QQQ is 5. We didn't get there today. We could do it tomorrow. We'll see. At this point, you have to think it's going to try and make a double top or a nominal high at least. Qs have been acting weird though, right? So this morning, very strong. Boom, big surge. Meta, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Nvidia, just all the semis really strong. Tesla was still weak, still suffering from last week's news, but really strong. And then what happened? It just kind of came back in, spiked the opening range low, went sideways, and then the spiders kind of took over. And the same thing on Friday, right? The Qs were not that strong, relatively. So they've just been a little strange here lately. I don't know. Is that a sign? I don't know. I don't see anything too dire here for the market regardless. And they smashed volatility here for the first time in a while, right? VIX only down 3, but vol products got hit hard. So IWM here up 0.75%. Good day on Friday. Nice outside move. Good pullback pattern. Never really got much below that trend line, did we? Looks fine. Monthly is still very good. I love the inside hammers. I think they can make all-time highs in the not too distant future. Diamond at 430. We'll see where that closes the week. That's inching up. SMH finally got a little outside move there, so higher highs now. Let me get rid of this. We don't need this trend line anymore. We'll see. Maybe there's a channel here too. I would have preferred if we just got down to this, like this would have been a good buy here around 230, right? Something like that. That would have been a good area to pick some up. We just didn't quite get there. I'm kind of watching. Does this, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Do we have something like this in order here? Possibly. That's still quite a ways away. Let me just take a look, fib here. Yeah, so 786 is 265. That's right into the gap too. So that would be your next area there. For Nvidia, it's probably going to go make a new all-time high tomorrow, right? Or at least this week. It might not hold it, but I would expect it to at least test double top. So that could get the SMH there. We also have TSM and ASML this week that will move the SMH and in the stocks. IGV up 51 cents. This is on breakout. What more can you say? Been talking about this for a long time, and there it is, carrying tech when the semis are not leading. Dow Transport's here. Again, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. This weekly ascending triangle, this is going to start to break out. If this does break out, I think we're probably going into blow-off, melt-up scenario, just in the markets in general. And that includes, IWM maybe going to all-time high, stuff like that. And that's going to be the most hated rally maybe ever. Well, let's do bonds first. So bond market was closed, the futures are open. ZN was down today, but it filled in this wick. I'll talk about this at the end of the video when I go over the hurricane stuff, but yeah, this is still pretty good here for a bounce. I think bonds are set for a bid here. They just need a catalyst. When I say bid, I'm not saying like they're going to go make, a new bull market, but I think a good counter trend bounce, maybe to 113, 180 or so on ZN. ZB, maybe 122, 122.10, 123. So this is easier for me to use TLT for you guys. I'll just say like 97 for TLT. Maybe 98. Maybe this might not be till jobless claims too. So we'll see. XHB holding up fine. No problems, up 2% today. It had a good day today. Again, never did any damage on the weekly. No problems here. Below 120 would be maybe a little concern. It holds. VNQ bounced where we thought it would, right? We talked about 94, said that for about 2 weeks. It got there and it got a bounce. But we'll see if it keeps going or not. We did close below that green, so that's a negative. XLF, new all-time high, new all-time closing high. JPM earnings last week helped out. But this will get moved by Goldman and I think Citi. I can't remember if I typed it in like that. Citi and I think, BAC tomorrow. Schwab as well. PNC, State Street. Yeah, so all, you know, you got a lot of big ones. I think UNH reporting tomorrow too. That'll move the Dow, obviously. It'll also move KRE, even though those banks are not in it. Still sympathy. But nice move Friday, nice move today. Looks fine. Broker dealers look fine. Oil's still holding up, so down at $1.50, but we had that big sell. It was like Tuesday last week. But if this just firms up and can digest this move, I think it's going higher. It may take some time. But I think the lows are in an energy. XLE, same thing. Just needs to digest this move. Same goes for XOP and OIH. So we're just watching for pattern here and watching for firmness. CCJ still holding up fine. This is trying to consolidate that up move as well. Doesn't look bad. URNM and NJ, they both look good too. Nat gas via the X about to make an all-time low again. Remember, these contracts are individual. I think this will sweep the low tomorrow, and then we might get another pivot here. Seasonally, we're kind of right on target for a pullback and then another rally. I do think this does get into the low threes before it's all said and done, but it is pulling back now. So that's what nat gas does. But we'll see if that sweeps the low tomorrow. It should. Worst storm ever. Sell nat gas. Dollar index finishing at 103.20. So we got some resistance up here. 100 MA. These pivots here. I think this is pullback. I think this will help bonds rally. But very nice recovery for the dollar. We've been talking about that for a while. And that pattern played out very nicely. Gold still holding up. Fractionally lower today. No problems with the pattern. Silver, I don't like how we closed below that green, but it's still acting well on the bigger time frame. I think it just needs a little bit more time, and that's going to 35. Platinum, good bid today. Palladium is a little bit weaker, but that still has a chance if we can get back above this pivot here. We can get higher lows and higher highs, and I think that will really start to take off. Copper, a little bit weaker. So big rally, good rejection, needs another higher low here. You want to see it kind of soon. You don't want to see sideways. And then everybody's favorite. Here she goes. I've been talking to you guys about this pattern for 6 months now. In fact, back in this area, I said, I reversed, I said, all it needs to do is go sideways for the next 6 to 7 months and do what? What did I say? Let the 20 MA catch up to price, right? What's it doing? 20 MA is catching up to price on the monthly. For some reason, people kept telling me Bitcoin was going back to 35. I don't know why anyone would think that with this type of pattern. But it's strong, and I think it's getting ready to go. If you get a pullback, I'll be a buyer. Again, meaning I'll add into the position I already have. Next stop, 69. I don't think that holds for very long. I think this can be impulsive. So we'll see. Anyway, spiders here, SPX. Again, bottom line, so 59 is your next like psych level. There's GEX there too. I think the market's fine as long as we're above 57.50 on a closing basis. And I think it's that simple right now. It is OpEx though, so again, just beware. Market's quiet, really quiet. And when you just melt up like this, at any time you can get a good slicing sell. So just be careful with that. Hopefully we get some volume and volatility. I would like to see that. I'd like to see some volume and volatility come back into the market here. This is one of my least favorite environments to trade, when we're just melting up straight with no pullback. Can't go long because then you're just kind of chasing. If you go short, you can get blown out. So you kind of need to wait for that price discovery. But market's holding up just fine. And again, I would just say anything above 57.50 is safe for right now. So anyways, I'll wrap it up here. Again, you guys take care. Don't forget to come find me on carnivoretrades.com. I'll see you guys all tomorrow if you guys want to check out some of these pictures. I'll show you right now. some slides from the weekend. So anyway, just some pictures here from Milton. This one here, you can't really tell, but so funny story. I was in line, so we've had gas shortages here. I just got my power back on yesterday, and I got my internet back on yesterday for a few hours. Then they shut it off, and then it came back on again overnight. So it's been a bit of a wild ride here. I've been completely checked out of the markets here, so nice to get back into the swing of things. But you can't really tell from this picture. This was Saturday, and I ended up waiting 2 hours in line for gas, only to be the first car cut off when they ran out. So that was a pleasant experience. It's been a wild last week or so here. This line was almost a mile long here for the gas station. You can see downed trees everywhere. This one here, they still haven't fixed this one as far as I know. I just thought that was a funny picture, hanging over the road there. Into the street here. So a lot of trees like this. Thankfully, a lot of them went towards the road and not towards people's houses. This one's a pretty big one here. On my end, I had a couple. My door frames were a little damaged, but we got those fixed like no problem. So everything was fine. We didn't have any flooding or anything crazy. I'm not in a flood zone. However, we did have something kind of close. This lunch from the other day. This is the only thing. I thought this was funny. So this is the only thing that was on the shelves, and it was picanha. And I had to chuckle to myself. Like, do people not know what that is? I think they were leaving it on there because they didn't know what it is, because it was the only cut of meat available. And I had a gas grill. So I had some nice lunch the other day. But some of my plants I had outside, these survived the storm just fine. They were kind of held up in the bushes. That's my money tree that is out of control, my pygmy palm. My bushes here got destroyed. It's funny, my lights didn't get knocked over. They held up throughout the whole storm. My bushes are destroyed here, though. This is what I was going to show you. So I wish I had a better picture of this. This is like, so this water line here, this is like a reservoir from the city, and you can see the fence is completely destroyed. The water line is supposed to be like out here, and it's probably like a good 15 feet higher than normal. And it was, you could tell that it was out towards the road when like the storm was actually going on. Yeah, if it was any worse, there would have been close, like probably, some issues, because there's houses like all up in here and stuff like that. But that was pretty wild. Outside of that, we didn't really have, I mean, we're not in the flood zone, we're not in the storm surge zone, but either way, just crazy stuff. There's a tree that almost fell on somebody's house and knocked a stop sign over. Yeah, you can see a little bit of there's a speed limit sign there. This one, I'm not even sure where that is. That one's right in the middle of the road. And Tropicana Field. Roof came off. So either way, yeah, it was a fun weekend. Yeah, but we made it. We're back here. Yeah, back in, I got stuck. So my internet was so bad. Thursday, I actually got stuck in a few trades. I couldn't even open up my brokerage. We had like 700,000 some odd people, probably more than that, without internet, all on the towers at the same time. So internet was intermittent at best. So we were kind of blacked out there. And I was really checked out of the markets for about 5 days. But we got through it, and we'll see. We made it here. Still running, still going. And again, look to get back to normal here soon. So anyways, you guys take care. Thank you guys all for bearing with me, and all the kind words and well wishes during everything. But yeah, anyways, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.